Good evening. The November meeting of the Plymouth Township Zoning Hearing Board will come to order. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. A couple of points of order. I know a lot of people are here because of interest in the application for 900 Conshohocken Road. There are two cases that we're going to hear, two applications that we're going to hear before we begin consideration of the 900 Conshohocken Road application. So we request your forbearance. And also, we're going to have a hard stop at 10 p.m. So we can begin the first application, Victoria Benedetto, applying for variance to put a fence on the property at 97 North Lane in the C Residential Zoning District.
Hi, yes, thank you.
Ms. Benedetto?
You need to be sworn in.
Oh, yes. Victoria Benedetto, Victoria Benedetto.
Thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Could you tell us what you're looking to do, Ms. Benedetto?
Yes, my husband and I just recently moved in at 97 North Lane, and we're looking to put a split rail fence up along the sidewalk on our property. It is solely for safety purposes. We have a small child. That is our yard area, so we'd like to be able to protect him from the cars on North Lane. It's a highly trafficked road. It'll be split rail, so there will be no visual impairment from our driveway. And we've spoken to neighbors. I have letters from our neighbor here that they are in support. They also have young children. The kids like to play outside on the driveway in the yards, and we just want to protect them from the cars.
Okay, let's see. Any other details, or is that all you need to?
I think I put these in my application. This is just a mock-up rendition.
Yeah.
Of what it will look like. It will be, so it's not the best, but it will be.
Oh, great, thank you. Yes.
The sidewalk.
2 feet off the sidewalk?
Yes. And it's really just to block the traffic there. It'll be far enough off the driveway as well, so that when we're pulling out of the driveway, we're not blocking visibility into traffic.
Do we have any questions from the board? Mr. Frangiosa?
No, Mr. Chairman. Clear line of sight was my main concern. That's been addressed.
Thank you. Mr. Higgins?
No questions.
Okay, Mr. Aprilli?
Just clarification, you said 2 feet off the sidewalk?
Yes.
So this is like,
Yeah, it was AI. I couldn't get it to move it any further. I played around with it a bit.
and that's the fence,
It'll be a split rail like that, yes.
so you can see?
Yes, correct.
No questions,
Thank
thank you.
you, Mr. Aprilli. What's the height of the fence?
I believe it's four-ish feet. It's under 6 feet.
Okay. And I don't have any further questions than that, since your neighbors are okay with it, and this image clarifies the slightly fuzzy image of the application. Thank you very much. Mr. Sander, do you have any questions?
I have no questions, Mr. Chairman.
Mr.
Thank
Rowe?
you.
Okay, thank you. See, do we have any public comment in favor? Any public comment opposed? Hearing no approval or opposition, do we have a vote, or a motion, rather?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Okay, thank you. Second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Mr. Prilli. Take a vote. Mr. Frangiosa?
In favor.
Mr. Higgins?
In favor.
Mr. Aprilli?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you.
Good luck. Next application is for see, Master Taekwondo, looking for a variance, use variance at 832 Germantown Pike, Suites 3 and 4, it's actually in a residential district, and I can't remember which it is. In B residential district. And you, sir, are the applicant, or speaking
No,
for
I'm
the
the
applicant?
attorney for the applicant.
Okay.
You identify yourself for the record, please?
Yes, I will. My name is Sam Huang. I'm an attorney.
Okay.
And my client is Master Taekwondo Inc., who is solely owned by Philip Huang, who
Philip
happens
Huang.
to be my son.
Okay.
So if you'd like to swear him in.
Yeah, that'd be appropriate.
And if I'm going to be doing a presentation, PowerPoint presentation, and if the board would agree that after the PowerPoint presentation that you would solicit the affirmation from the witness.
That would be
I think that'll
appropriate.
process the hearing.
That would be appropriate, Mr. Wong.
You want to swear him in? Come over. Sit.
Philip Huang, Philip Hwang.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in the matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Mr. Chairman and the members of the board. Let's see. Here we go. We're here relating to the subject property 832 Germantown Pike, Suites 3 and 4. And we're seeking a variance for Taekwondo and Martial Arts School and pertaining to Master Taekwondo Inc. Like the battery. Yeah. Oh, all right. You can show the whole entire page. Yeah, there you go. The purpose of this application is to seek a variance from Article 4B, Section 600, to allow for us for use as a martial arts school. And currently, that section provides for a certain kind of residential and professional use. Grounds for appeal, a couple of grounds, an extremely soft market demands for office space. And I will be presenting a letter from the landlord addressing that issue in a bit. And at present, considering the market condition, this use of the facility as the Taekwondo school would probably be the most productive use of the space. And here's a copy of the letter I'd like to distribute. It is on the screen. It's a letter from the owner.
We'll mark this as Exhibit A1.
And the letter is lengthy, but I think the most pertinent part is on the next slide, if you would. So if I just may read it, it says there are 85 parking spaces which are shared by the occupants of the center. It is made up of several buildings, and so we are referring to that as the center. This is ample parking spaces for all tenants at the center, even if the school were to operate mostly during the day, since one large section of the parking lot containing approximately 30 spaces are almost always empty, and those spaces alone will suffice. And since the premises were acquired in 2003 and put into operation in 2005 and 2006, the yoga studio has been used for classes and other group activities. This usage was included in the agreement of sale of 2003, including the use of the parking lot for such group activities. And 3, due to current real estate market conditions, especially relating to office buildings, I am told by real estate professionals that there is approximately between 35% and 40% office space vacancies in Plymouth Township, and it is very difficult to either sell or lease any office buildings, and the premises, no exception. And number 4, there is a unique feature of the premises. Suite number 3 is composed of 2 floor levels, and I'll be showing you the pictures. The ground floor, and B, the basement floor, which is fully open, finished, and has simulated wooden flooring. The basement floor is being currently used by my medical practice as a yoga and exercise studio as part of my holistic treatment of patients. The basement floor alone is large enough to house the school. The school may choose to alter or modify the ground floor to meet its future needs. And number 5, the occupancy and the use of the the occupancy and the use of the floor is being currently used by medical practice as a yoga and exercise studio as part of my holistic treatment of patients. The basement alone is large enough to house the school. The school may choose to alter or modify the ground floor to meet its future needs. And number 5, the occupancy and use of the premises by the school will enhance the center and will ensure that the premises will be occupied and used for a long time into the future. So that is the essence of the support of the landowner. And the owner is Dr. Michael Chaikin, who practices holistic medicine. Next. And I'm just showing you the section that is relevant, and we are asking for variance from this particular section. And so if you look at the entire aerial view of the premises, as you can see, I've marked the buildings that are on the top as suites number 3 and number 4. We're talking about the entire building, but it's composed of 2 suites, 3 and 4. Currently, Suite 4 is occupied by LabCorp, Inc., and then Suite 3 is being used by Dr. Chaikin. And so it's right on Germantown, and the entrance is on Germantown. Next picture, please. So you might already be familiar with this address, 832, and it's a Plymouth Valley Professional Center. And this shows you a little bit of the view from the street side, and also gives you a sign that gives you who is using this particular center. And then that's another view. That's the front view. And that's another view of the parking lot and suites 3 and 4. This is the inside of the suite 3, and that's the door. One to the left is the door to the medical office, and the door on the right is the door to the yoga studio on the lower level. That's just a view of inside the medical office right now. And then this is the lower floor where it is wide open, it's finished, and it is currently being used as a yoga and exercise studios for Dr. Chaikin. And this is another view. Now, you'll notice that toward the end, the center, there's an exit door. There is a clear exit door toward the rear of the room out to outside. And there is also a separate restroom in the lower level. And so in terms of availability of parking, there's plenty of parking. And most of the parking needs for the Taekwondo school is between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. And then at one time, there is not likely to be more than 20 people in each class. There will be a number of classes that will be coming and going. And one section, as it was indicated earlier, is hardly used at any time throughout the day. And property is currently occupied by medical offices, suite, and the LabCorp suite number 4. Dr. Michael Chaikin is planning to retire soon, and he's concerned that it will likely remain vacant due to current office market conditions. And we do not anticipate any parking issues whatsoever. And a little bit about the Master Taekwondo. And it started at 4110 Butler Pike some time ago, and it was there for many years. But the school lost the lease, and it's been homeless for a while. But now they are meeting. The school is being operated out of the community center right here, and so that has worked out well. But it cannot be the permanent location, and it is very tough to find a good permanent location, especially in Plymouth Meeting, or Bluebell, or in this very close vicinity. That is a wrong address. So the best prospect is this 832 Germantown Pike. Next one. Well, a little bit about Master Phil, they call him. He's right here. And I don't know whether you want me to read everything.
No, that's not necessary,
Okay.
Mr. Wong.
He's got an extensive, let me just say he's got an extensive background. Okay, next slide. All right. So I'm not going to go into the philosophy or anything like that. Okay. A student competition teaches students of all ages, but primarily it's children and youth. Okay. And the regular weekly schedule of operation, as I've already indicated to you, is usually from Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., 5 classes held each day, and class size is usually less than 25 students. And typically, if there are some private lessons, then there will be scheduled throughout the week. And then there is a occasional testing schedule, which will occur usually either during the week, or if it's a black belt test, it'll be on a Saturday. And then there will be a lot of private meetings by appointment. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Huang.
You didn't know you were going to get that.
Right.
I had no idea.
No idea.
All right. Do you want to ask your son if he affirms that testimony?
Yes. Do you affirm all of the presentation
I do.
material?
True and accurate to the best of your knowledge,
Yes.
information, belief. Okay.
Further? Okay. Have any questions from the board? Mr. Frangiosa?
The parking issue, I think, has been addressed, and for the classes, the parents were permitted to watch and be present.
Correct.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Frangiosa. Mr. Higgins?
Yeah, one question. You referred to suites 3 and 4, but then you just talk about suite 3.
LabCorp still has a lease there. They'll remain there for some time. It'll just be the use for Suite 3.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But we are asking for variance for the entire building.
Okay, I was going to ask that question, Mr. Wong, because it's confusing.
Okay.
You're asking
I'll
for
wait
relief for the
till-
whole building, but you're not ready to use Suite
That is
4.
correct.
Is that
Correct.
okay?
That is correct.
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Higgins. Mr. Aprilli?
Yeah, I just need some clarification on all the uses in there. Suite 3, that's lab 4.
No, 4. 4,
4 is lab. Suite 3 is the doctor, that's your.
that's right. That's correct.
And your operation's going where the doctor's going.
Correct.
Where the doctor was. And the yoga people?
Well, the doctor operates the yoga studio downstairs.
So suite
3.
3 is going to be 100% you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, there was mentioned that there's 85 spots in there. There's other buildings. What are the uses in the building?
There are the medical offices, and we observed this ourselves, but the owner indicated that there's not only plenty of parking, but there is an entire section it's almost never used, even at its maximum capacity. Because the doctor's offices oftentimes will have staggered appointments, and the people don't stay there all day long.
All the other buildings are all medical offices,
Usually, yes, and most of them are, yes.
and this will be the only operation other than a medical office,
That's correct.
and that's with the variance required.
That's, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aprilli. My only question is, LabCorp is going to continue operating, I guess, and you don't know when they might vacate?
They have I think their lease expires in about 2 years. But we don't know whether they will leave or they'll stay, yeah.
But would you consider expanding into that, or is that really
Well,
not?
that'll depend on how successful the entire community makes this school, so.
Thank you, Mr. Wong, appreciate it.
Yeah, quick question, Mr. Wong. Thank you. Good presentation. You're asking for relief for the first level of Suite 3 and Suite 4, which I assume is the ground level.
Ground
It's
and
not a
the floor.
two-story building. It's a
No,
one-story.
no, it's a ground floor
Okay.
and the basement.
And then there's the lower level of just Suite 3.
3, that's
Okay.
correct.
Is there a lower level of Suite 4?
No
There-
lower level of
There's,
Suite 4.
there's no lower level of
That
Suite
is
4.
correct.
Okay. And you acknowledge that LabCorp is there, they have a valid lease
Absolutely.
for
Yeah.
Suite 4, and you can't go in there, even if you get relief for the use, you can't go in there until LabCorp is vacant and you have a...
Absolutely.
Okay.
We want them there, actually.
Okay, I assume you have a lease for Suite 3?
We are on the verge of either a lease or a purchase.
Oh, okay.
But the seller or the owner wanted to make sure that we had zoning before we finalize anything.
So your standing is based on the permission of the owner?
Absolutely.
In Exhibit A1?
Yeah.
For you to be here and prosecute this
Yes.
application? Okay.
And I would submit the entire PowerPoint presentation as Exhibit 2, Exhibit B.
A2 will be the PowerPoint presentation. Do you have a hard copy of it?
I actually have one copy, yes.
That'd be great.
I actually have 2 copies.
More the merrier. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Any questions? Okay, thank you. Do you have any public comment? Anyone in favor?
No, got it. Hold on.
Anyone who
No,
wants to speak?
you'll get your chance.
Do you want to comment, sir? Yes. You would need to come up and identify yourself.
Is this a public comment on the application for the Taekwondo studio? Yes. Okay.
I'm Mark Chalfin. I'm president of the Plymouth Meadows Homeowner Association. Plymouth Meadows borders the property, I think, to the rear. And just a couple, I'm not...
No. You can't ask them questions. This is public comment. Just make a comment to the board,
Oh,
please.
all right. The only concern I would have would be one of any kind of noise. I understand the hours of operation, and I would think you can limit the hours of operation to 4 till 9 p.m. as presented. I'm wondering if there's any possible noise that would be objectionable to our neighborhood. That's my only concern. I don't know if the windows open in the building, which would create any noise during the activities. That's really my only concern.
Thank you, Mr. Chaffin. If the applicant would like to address that, you certainly may.
Yeah, everything takes place inside, and there is no running around. It's a very well-disciplined taekwondo school, and I think that everything will be very nice and clean, and there won't be no noise issues whatsoever.
I noticed that there is an air conditioning unit behind the building, so I suspect
That may be louder than any noise that comes out.
Okay. I think that's acceptable. Thank you. Because your business hours seem to be from 4 to 9 p.m. anyway, so it doesn't sound as if there'd be any noise other than cars starting and leaving.
No, yeah.
Like any other business. Okay. Thank you. Any other comment for or against? Yes, come up.
I am curious.
Can you identify yourself for the record, please?
Bruce Rakowski,
Bruce?
Rakowski. I'm curious about LabCorp being a client there often. I want to know is that included in the variance?
No, it's not. That is an existing business that is not before this board at all.
So the variance is for building 3.
Variance is for no, it's for both of them, but they can only occupy Suite 3 now. If LabCorp leaves, they will have permission to occupy, if they get a lease for it, Suite 4.
And the term of the lease for LabCorp?
We have no idea. It's not before the board. The board is just deciding whether the use is appropriate for that building.
Will they be pushed out, possibly with higher rents in the future?
I have no idea. That's impossible to answer.
That was a concern.
Understood. Thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
Any additional comment? Yes, ma'am.
What I have to say will be less than that walk.
Hi. Can you identify yourself for the record, please?
Amber Boyd Finch. I just want to say.
Hold on.
Oh, swearing? Amber Boyd Finch. Amber, A-M-B-E-R. Boyd, B-O-Y-D hyphen Finch. F-I-N-C-H. Am I good? I just want to say my kids have been attending Master Phil School since they were 4. They're both black belts. They're 11 and 9 now. His school is professional. He has been one of the best adults in their lives since they were kids. That school was great where it was. There was never a problem. Kids weren't running around. There weren't any issues. And I think his school has the potential to grow. So it'll be great for the community. So I just want to say he's an excellent teacher. He'll be an excellent addition to the community there.
Thank you for the endorsement, Ms. Finch.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thanks for your comment. Okay.
Any further comment? Seeing none, we'll let's have a motion, please.
Motion to approve the variance requested.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. Do we have a second? Second. Thank you, Mr. Aprilli. Roll call vote, Mr. Frangiosa? In favor. Mr. Higgins? In favor. Mr. Aprilli? In favor. And the chair votes in favor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We'll move on now to the application regarding 900 Conshohocken Road and seeking a variance to...
No, not a variance.
yes,
Mr.
oh,
Chairman.
sorry, a special
There you go.
exception
That's right.
to build out a data center. Mr. Sander, our solicitor, is going to explain procedures and other logistical considerations going forward.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Plymouth Township Zoning Hearing Board will now open a hearing on the application of 900 Conshohocken Road, LLC. This statement is meant to establish the rules under which the Zoning Hearing Board will conduct this hearing based on the large number of attendees this evening. Every person in this room will treat these proceedings as if they were in a courtroom of law. The Zoning Hearing Board are judges sitting for this case, and they must hear all evidence, weigh the evidence, and ultimately make a decision on the case based on the applicable law. When I say that everyone in this room will treat these proceedings as if they were in a courtroom of law, that means that there will be none of the following occurring in this room during this hearing: speaking in any capacity without being recognized, calling out or yelling, making noises such as booing, hooting, hissing, or any other out-of-order disruptions, and that includes clapping and cheering, because when you're clapping and cheering, someone else may be talking, and our court reporter can't get that down on the stenograph. This is a formal proceeding being heard by a duly appointed body sitting in a quasi-judicial capacity, and it will be respected as such. This is not Township Council or the Planning Commission. Those bodies are not judicial in nature, and the rules of decorum do not apply to those bodies as they do before this zoning hearing board. This is a statutorily mandated proceeding with a stenographic record being made that will likely have to be sent to court, and it is imperative that silence is maintained unless it is your turn to speak in order to achieve an accurate record of the proceedings. If you violate any of these rules, the zoning hearing board may ask you to leave. You have been warned. Kindly conduct yourselves appropriately. Hearing procedure. First, I will ask the applicant to identify itself through its counsel and enter its appearance on the record. Next, I will ask if there is anyone who wishes to become a party to the proceeding. When that time comes, and actually, as soon as I'm done reading this, I'm going to explain to you what party status means. Once all parties are established, we will commence with the applicant's case. The applicant's attorney will call witnesses and submit them to direct examination, meaning he will ask them questions and they will answer under oath. After the applicant's attorney finishes direct examination, each party of record will have an opportunity to ask the witness questions under what is known as cross-examination. This is not a time to make any declarative statements. It's a time to ask interrogative questions of the witness. Once all parties have completed their cross-examination, the zoning hearing board members will have a chance to ask the witness questions. There will be an opportunity for redirect examination by the applicant's attorney, re-cross-examination by each party, and additional questions by the zoning hearing board members. Once that is complete, the witness will be excused, and the applicant will call its next witness, who will be examined in the same manner. After the applicant completes its case, we will then start with each party, who will, in turn, have the opportunity to call its own witnesses and examine them directly. Each witness will be subject to cross-examination by the applicant's attorney and subject to questions from the zoning hearing board. If a party does not have any witnesses to call, that party may make a statement to the zoning hearing board, which will be under oath and subject to cross-examination by the applicant's attorney and subject to questions from the zoning hearing board members. Once all parties have called their witnesses, the zoning hearing board will ask for public comment. Public comment may be made by anyone who is not a party, but should be limited to the case at hand and not be repetitive. Following public comment, the hearing will be closed and the zoning hearing board will have 45 days from the close of the hearing to issue a written decision. Now let's talk about party status, because that's the next thing we're going to address. You do not need to become a party and receive party status to speak to the zoning hearing board about this case. After all testimony is taken, the zoning hearing board will open the floor to public comment, which, as I stated above, will allow anyone to speak to the zoning hearing board about this case and make their comments. Party status, on the other hand, allows you to call your own witnesses, cross-examine the applicant's witnesses, and file an appeal to the Court of Common Pleas from a decision with which you disagree. Keeping in mind that you do not need to become a party to the hearing in order to be heard is very important, and momentarily I am going to ask who wishes to become a party. But keep in mind, if you're not a party, that doesn't mean you can't speak on the application. So we are going to start by recognizing the applicant's attorney, Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell, would you kindly identify yourself for the record and enter your appearance, please?
Thank you, Mr. Sander and members of the board. My name is Edmund Campbell from the law firm of Campbell Rocco Law. I represent the applicant, 900 Conshohocken LLC.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Okay. I will ask, although I think I know the answer, is the township here represented by its solicitor or other attorney? Okay. I only ask because the township is always a party by law to all zoning hearings, and I wanted to see whether they were participating in this particular hearing through their counsel. Now, I will open it up to the folks in the room to advise me if they wish to become a party with all of the admonitions and items that I have already stated in my introduction. I would like to know, are there any parties here who are represented by attorneys? Ma'am.
Good evening.
Why don't you come right up here?
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Heather Fine, F-I-N-E. I'm an attorney with Nelson Mullins, Riley, and Scarborough in Berwyn, and I am the attorney for the owner of the property. And I'm here simply because the prospective buyer has very limited authority to request a continuance of this hearing, and I'm here to just ensure that that goes forward.
Okay. Ms. Fine.
Yes.
I am going to need your address and email address for contact purposes.
Certainly. Would you like my card?
Sure. Your card would be great. Who is the owner?
It's an entity called Cleveland Cliffs.
It's actually not, but okay.
Is there any entity designation such as LLC or Inc.?
I will have to look. I'm not sure.
All right, please do. We just want to be accurate on that.
Oh, apologies. I'm going to find the designation for you. Cleveland Cliffs, Inc.
Thank you. So that is your client?
Correct.
And I have your card with your information. Okay. Any objection, Mr. Campbell?
No.
Okay. Cleveland Cliffs, Inc. will be given party status in this matter.
For the record, the actual record owner is ISG Plate Inc., ISG Plate Inc., which is an affiliate subsidiary of Cleveland Cliffs. ISG Plate, P-L-A-T-E.
And they are a wholly owned subsidiary
Of Cleveland Cliffs.
of Cleveland
correct.
Cliffs, Inc. Okay.
No, we made our application as the equitable owner of the property.
Right. No. We're just looking at the owner as stated on the application. ISG Plate Inc., care of Cleveland-Cliffs Plate Inc.
Yeah.
We add plate in there, Ms. Fine?
If that's what you have, I'm sure that's correct. It's not on the signature block from my client, but I'm sure your records are correct.
Okay.
That's from the deed.
Okay, Cleveland Cliffs Plate Inc. will be a party to this matter. Thank you, Ms. Fine. Is there any other attorneys, are there any other attorneys representing parties? Sir.
Good evening. Robert Sebia from Elliott Greenleaf on behalf of, and I have 4 entity clients. Dairy Development, Inc., located at 1023 Conshohocken Road.
Okay, you've got to go way slower. I've got to write these down. She's got to take them down. You're Robert Sebia, S-E-D-I...
S-E-B-I-A.
S-E-B-I-A. I apologize, Robert. Okay. Okay. And you represent how many different clients?
4 entities.
4
They're
entities.
the 6 properties directly adjacent.
Okay. And they are the owners of the 6 properties? 6 adjacent properties, okay.
3 owners and 1 tenant, but.
Okay. Yeah, slowly.
Yep. Dairy Development, Inc.
Spell that.
D-E-R-R-Y, Development, Inc.
Okay.
The next one's Plymouth Industrial Center, Inc.
Plymouth Industrial Center, Inc., okay.
The Proving Grounds, P.A., LLC.
The Proving Grounds, P.A., LLC.
And 1027 Conshohocken Road, LP.
LP, okay. Okay, which 3 of those are owners and which is a tenant?
Dairy Development, 1027 Conshohocken Road, and Plymouth Industrial Center, Inc. are all the record owners included.
Okay, the Proving Grounds, PA, is a tenant?
Of Plymouth Industrial Center.
I'm sorry?
Yes, the Proving Grounds is the tenant.
Tenant. Any objection, Mr. Campbell?
No to those 4.
Okay. Those 4 entities represented by Mr. Sebia will be given party status in the matter. Any other attorneys representing parties? It's fine. I have to get your card, too.
It's all right.
Oh, she has it. Okay. Any other attorneys representing parties? Okay, seeing none, we will turn to anybody else who wishes to become a party, keeping in mind what that means and what your responsibilities will be if you become a party. Yes, ma'am. You were first up. Come on up.
Patricia Smith. I live at 626 Fulton Street.
Okay, hold on. Patricia Smith. And your address?
626 Fulton Street.
Spell that, please.
Fulton.
Okay. Is that Conshohocken?
That is Conshohocken, but it's in Plymouth Township.
It's in Plymouth Township, but Conshohocken
Yeah.
mailing address?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a card?
I do not have a card.
Okay. Then I need your email address.
PATTISMITH96@gmail.com.
Thank you. And Ms. Smith, how far away do you live from the subject property?
I'm across the street. I'm on Fulton Street. I believe it's within 1,000 feet of the fence line.
Did you receive notice of this hearing? Written notice
No.
of the hearing? You did not?
No.
Okay.
There are a couple people on our street who have not received it.
Any objection, Mr. Campbell?
No to the residents of that neighborhood.
Okay.
In general.
Thank you. Ms. Smith, you will be a party to this matter. Ms. Smith, are you an attorney? Are you an attorney?
Do I look like one? No, I'm not.
I have to ask. Hold on, let me turn the page here. Sir.
Good afternoon, or good evening. Nick Learman, it's L-I-E-R-M-A-N-N. I am an attorney, though I'm here in my personal capacity. I live at 624 Fulton Street.
And your email address?
It's on this card here.
Oh, okay, great. Any objection, Mr. Campbell?
Friend of Mr. Lehrman? No objection to his,
Mr. Learman.
to his participation.
Okay, Mr. Learman, you will be a party to this matter. I just noticed the Fulton Street, so I'm assuming that Fulton Street residents are going to be, if they wish to become a party. Anybody else wish to become a party to the matter? Okay, seeing none. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you.
Bruce Rakowski, RAKOWSKI. I have a business, chemical exterminating company,
I'm sorry, you have a
business,
business.
476 New Elm Street, Conshohocken mailing address, Plymouth.
476 New Elm Street?
Yes.
New Elm Street, Conshohocken.
Formerly West Elm Street.
Okay. But New Elm Street is the address?
Correct.
Conshohocken, PA. And do you have a card?
Not with me.
Okay. Do you have an email address?
CHEMEXTERM@outlook.com.
At what?
Outlook.
Outlook.com. Let me just read that back to you. CHEMEXTERM.
Correct.
ChemExterm
Yes.
at outlook.com.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. How far is the property at New Elm Street from the subject property?
476 New Elm is approximately less than a quarter mile.
Less than a quarter mile?
There's
And that's
no-
your business, not your residence?
That is a business
Okay.
with a lot behind it on Light Street, Light. And then next door is 472 New Elm Street, a residential duplex.
Okay. Mr. Campbell, any objection?
I'm trying to understand where in relation to Light Street the property is. Is it on the Conshohocken side or the Plymouth side of Light
From
Street?
Plymouth,
It's on the Plymouth side of Light Street, so it's between Light and 476?
yes. It's on Light, the corner of Elm and Light.
All right. No objection.
Mr. Ratkowski, you will be a party to this matter.
RAK,
R-A-K, Ratkowski, no T.
correct.
My apologies. Thank you, Mr. Ratkowski. Anybody else wish to become a party to this matter? Okay. Seeing none, we will move to any preliminary matters that we need to discuss. Mr. Campbell, or any of the parties have any motions to make that the board may consider before we start with testimony?
Well, Mr. Sanders, Ms. Fine stole my thunder in that, for a number of reasons, I'm requesting that the matter be adjourned to your December meeting.
Okay. Ms.
Few
Fine?
reasons.
You're in agreement. This is a question, this is a request for a continuance to the December 15th meeting of the zoning hearing
That's correct.
board. Okay.
I spoke with Mr. Sabia before the meeting, and I'd be happy to speak to the other individuals who've entered their appearance. My client would like an additional opportunity to review with them the project, with the expectation is that when we proceed, if we have had a more robust dialogue with those participants, that your hearing on the 15th would be significantly more efficient.
Okay.
I would say,
Mr.
as you know, we were before the Planning Commission, and Mr. Tornetta, who's the owner of one of the properties who's entered, graciously provided us with an opportunity to meet with the public at his facility at the Proving Grounds. And so we also think that an opportunity, we might be able to use that opportunity to answer other questions that the community may have in a more informal and productive forum.
Is that acceptable to you, Mr. Seeby? Yeah. Okay. Mr. Learman and Mr. Rakowski, do you understand that the request? Do you have any comments to make regarding that request?
I just have a question. So is the proposal significantly different from what was displayed to community members on the October 8th meeting?
No.
So you just want to show the same proposal to the community again?
We'd like the opportunity there's now 4 people who I don't believe were at the community meeting before, and we'd like an opportunity, who have now entered their appearance. I think you were at the October 8th meeting, right? Right. So we'd like an opportunity to meet with them, just like we had an opportunity to meet with you, to share with them what the project is, and I think have a more informal discussion, which I think can be more productive at times.
Okay, but just to confirm, you have no substantive differences from the proposal that you've shown before, so we should not expect any updates?
No, I'm happy to provide you with any change or any substantive change, but there are no substantive changes. I'm happy to give you any material that I share with any of the other.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
Thanks.
Learman.
Mr. Chair, I don't know if this is the appropriate time to lodge my objection, or is that?
You can absolutely state your objection to a continuance.
Oh, then I would absolutely object for several reasons. One, this community was quite well represented at the advisory panel meeting, where it was uniformly objected to based on the exact same information that or the council is intending to present tonight. Second, following that meeting, there was already an informal community meeting hosted by the developer, Mr. O'Neill, where people attended, asked their questions, and there were no minds changed because no information was changed from what was presented the first time. And third, I would object to this because this was initially scheduled for October. The business day before the last zoning hearing board was scheduled was when it was continued. It was scheduled till today. Here we are today. There's no surprises that these individuals are here and that these attorneys are representing these entities. Everyone knew this was happening. So to wait until all of these people from the community have come, taking time out of their evening to show up here and express their opinions, and to now ask for a continuance feels disingenuous, especially when it's not based on any new information or any changes to what was presented before.
Thank you, Mr. Learman. Mr. Rakowski.
I would also like to object. I was here last month, and it was continued, and I don't see sufficient calls for another continuance, being that I agree with the gentleman prior. It was difficult for me to attend this meeting. I had to reschedule a lot of appointments, and even December 15th would be more difficult to adjust schedule, especially being around the holiday, and the basis for the continuance is not quite fair.
Thank you, Mr. Rakowski. This is a question in the sole discretion of the zoning hearing board. There's been a request for a continuance that has been supported by 2 parties and opposed by 3 parties, but it's the board's decision. Mr. Campbell.
I would say that it's been supported by 5.
I would like to withdraw my support and now object.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Ms. Smith, come up to the podium, please.
Fine.
Hold it. No. Ms. Smith.
I would like to object for much of the same reasons. This is not a substantive change. We are going to be seeing the same thing we've seen. It's the same thing that is on that PDF. It is not going to change. Everyone has taken time out of their days. This is yet again a second continuance. And I think it is disingenuous and disrespectful to everyone's time here.
So,
thank you, Ms. Smith. You're on the record as opposing it. Mr. Campbell.
Yeah. My point was that Mr. Sabia represents 4 parties.
Correct.
And Ms. Fine represents a 5th. That was my point.
Understood.
I didn't even understand Ms. Smith.
5 parties, not including the applicant.
Correct.
6 parties.
Correct.
In favor, for, but it's not a who's in favor, who's against. It's not. We're not adding up numbers here. It's not if you have more, you win. It's the zoning hearing board's complete discretion.
Yes, but the point I would make is that it is correct that the layout that has been shown at the Planning Commission and at the community meeting that we had has not substantively changed. There's no substantive change there. But what we do intend to do is provide significant additional detail in that informal setting, which I think addresses many of the concerns that Ms. Smith and others may have in terms of our acoustician for sound, for our emission expert, and all of the things which I think are a legitimate concern, which I think will make your meeting be much more efficient in December if we provide it to those individuals before the hearing and give them an opportunity to understand why we think that this satisfies the elements of a special exception. We think your meeting will be much more efficient.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Motions on the floor. Ms. Fine, you want to be recognized?
May I?
Sure. Mr. Sabia, you want to be recognized as well?
Thank you. I have no comment on the content of the application. My comment is more as an initial matter that there is no standing for the prospective buyer to proceed with the application this evening. That authority was not extended to the prospective buyer from the owner. There is no LOI in place. So as far as the owner of the property is concerned, there is no authority or standing for this hearing to go forward.
Campbell?
My client delivered a signed agreement of sale to the owner this evening. And based on that, we believe we have standing to continue to be here. We made our application. We made our application with the express consent of the owner. Not
Is that true, Ms. Fine? Was there consent given to file the application pending the finalization of the agreement?
It's not completely true, no. The signed agreement that was transmitted to my colleague at 5:51 PM this evening had red line changes. Those have not been accepted by my client.
I don't think we have a choice but to continue the matter, because right now we have a technical legal issue between the applicant and the owner of the property as to whether the applicant has a legal standing to proceed. So, Ms. Smith.
Can I make a motion to dismiss?
No, you may not. Zoning Hearing Board, what's your pleasure?
Anyone have any comment before I do? I would say that, I'm sorry that the inconvenience of any members of the public. It is not unprecedented for us to have last-minute grounds for continuance. In this case, it sounds as if there really is a legal question that necessitates the continuance until December 15th.
If I could just
Mr. Sebia.
Before the board votes, if there's no standing, does the board even have jurisdiction to make a vote on a continuance?
Well, the issue's just been raised tonight. I mean, the application was filed, it's been advertised and posted for a hearing this evening based on the application being filed by the applicant representing that they had the consent of the owner of the property.
understand all that, yeah.
If that hasn't been finalized, I think the appropriate thing to do is to not proceed, because again, if it doesn't happen, then they can't proceed.
Right.
So let's wait and see what happens.
But if that's
If
the
the
case-
applicant has to file another application once they are actually an equitable owner, that's also a different story.
I understand that, but the difference or the distinction would be whether or not we continue for a date certain or we have to re-advertise pending any cure to that.
I understand that. I understand. All right, I think what we ought to do is, let's caucus and talk about this a little bit. Thank you.
We're back in session. Mr. Sander?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Campbell?
Mr. Sander, members of the board, I apologize, but on behalf of the applicant, the application is withdrawn.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. The application has been withdrawn. This hearing is now adjourned.
We will reconvene. Well, the next meeting will be on the 15th of December.